Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Short Play, a series of quick tours of games I like on a variety of platforms, new and old. Today we're looking at TimeSplitters, which was a 2000 release by Free Radical, published by Eidos, and it was a PlayStation 2 launch title. It was developed by a bunch of ex-Rare staffers who had previously worked on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark for the N64. And if you're familiar with those games, when you play TimeSplitters, the influences are very apparent. Interestingly, this game is kind of regarded as a bit of a step backwards from those previous games on its first release, because it very much de-emphasizes kind of story and narrative and that side of things in favour of shorter, almost arcadey challenges and time trials and that sort of thing. Now, at the time of original release, a few people went, this isn't as good as GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. But I found that since it originally released, if you come back to it now, it's actually a very appealing game structure. So, we're going to have a bit of a look around it today. Let's go play TimeSplitters.
Okay, here we are with TimeSplitters. A game so old it comes on a CD. How primitive. Right, so you can play TimeSplitters with up to 4 people if you have a PS2 multi-tap, which I do not. Also, I don't have any friends. So, load sign-ons. Pete. So, each player can have their own profile in this and track your own progress. So, and that also means in multiplayer, each person can have their own sign-on as well, so they can track their multiplayer stats and stuff as well. So, considering how relatively early this came out, yeah, there's quite an impressive amount of stuff you can do with this. And we look down at statistics. It's actually been a while since I played this, and I started a new save when I first started playing it again, because, well, I just wanted to start over, basically. Anyway, let's have a go. Story mode. What levels have we got open? Quite a few of them. Okay, so in TimeSplitters, the story mode doesn't really have a story. I mean, it sort of has a narrative setup, but there's no cutscenes or dialogue or anything like that. These are simply a particular type of level for you to complete in either single player or 2-player split screen co-op. What haven't I done yet? I haven't done Chemical Plant on normal yet. I just remember that being quite difficult. Let's give it a go though. Right, so for each story mode mission, you have a choice of 2 characters, and these characters can all be used in multiplayer as well. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. You just get some silly animations, and it affects things like the grunting sound that they make when you get shot and so on. So, right, so in each level of story modes in this first TimeSplitters game, you are trying to find a thing and then take it back to somewhere else. So it's basically a sort of capture the flag thing, except it's asymmetrical. So it's just you against a bunch of enemies who are in predefined locations. And once you've picked up the objects as well, the titular TimeSplitters will start spawning in on your way back as well. Right, I remember why this level's difficult now. It's because the sniper rifle is tricky to use. Oh, God. Ow. That's not a nice start, is it? Right, if you ever played Rare's first-person shooters on the N64, the way TimeSplitters works will be immediately familiar, because most of the studio behind this, Free Radical software, are made up of ex-Rare people. Specifically people who worked on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. So this game is basically a new game using the GoldenEye/Perfect Dark engine. Only the fact it's on the PS2 means that it can run much more smoothly. Ooh, you're there. Hello. But you see, most of the core mechanics from GoldenEye are very much present and correct. You've got the reloadable weapons, you've got the ability to aim precisely. You even got a lot of the same sound effects. Need to get some better guns. Sniper rifle is suboptimal for close quarters combat. What have you got? We got a shotgun. That'll do. Right, there are bad guys in here, I believe. Yes, there's one. So yeah, this was a noteworthy release for a number of reasons. I mean, we'd had first-person shooters on consoles before. Whoops. Oh dear. We'd had first-person shooters on the consoles before because of the aforementioned GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, and then a bunch of things on the PS1 as well. But TimeSplitters was one that really helped to sort of refine a lot of conventions of the genre on consoles that we still enjoy today. Certain aspects of the control scheme, the twin-stick control scheme, that sort of thing. Stop with the grenades. Well, this is a much better weapon. Give me those Uzis. Oh, I got a pistol as well. Should probably make better use of that. You die. Yeah, stuff like the default control scheme in TimeSplitters helped to establish a lot of conventions of the genre that Halo on Xbox then went on to sort of popularize and codify in a lot of ways. But a lot of them actually started here rather than Halo. Right, there is a turret somewhere. That is what killed me last time, so... Oh, there's also you. Get out of here. Oh. Right, gotcha. Yeah, so I mean, if you've played those rare classics before, a lot of this gameplay will be very familiar, and there is no reason to come in here whatsoever because it's all blocked off. Yeah, just certain aspects of the level design and the way the objectives work and all that sort of thing, very familiar. Need some health. Uh-oh. Shotgun again, not great for ranged combat, but it probably is the best thing I've got at the minute. Maybe the pistol. Yeah, pistol's pretty good. There is very generous auto-aim in this, which is another sort of console first-person shooter thing that this helped to popularise and establish. Now, obviously that started with GoldenEye and Perfect Dark because by the very nature of the N64 controller, it couldn't be that accurate. And as such, it made sense for there to be fairly generous auto-aim on that. And that carried across in... That very much carried across into this game. I do not want to use a grenade launcher in close quarter, thank you very much. Who's there? Ooh, lots of Uzi bullets. Who is shooting at me? You! And you'll probably recognise a lot of those death animations from GoldenEye and Perfect Dark as well. I don't wish to sound like I'm being down on this game because of its resemblance to GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. On the contrary, I love the fact that this is basically like a Perfect Dark sequel that we never got. And then there's two more after this. Oh no! There's two more after this as well. This is sort of the least good TimeSplitters, if you like, but it's still a fantastic game. And what I really like about this game, what is there something that I find really interesting about this game, is that the sort of narrative-free structure that story mode has got has actually aged a lot better than you might think it would have done. Because we're at a point now where, yes, games with stories are great and all, but sometimes it's also just nice to have something that you can just play to enjoy. And that's exactly what we've got here. It doesn't bog you down with cutscenes and things. You are straight into the action in TimeSplitters, and that's one of the lovely, lovely things about it. That's still mostly the case with the subsequent ones, but there is a bit more in the way of story going on with them. But if you want instant action, this one is hard to beat. Oh, those bastards are going to come in from behind me when I come in here, aren't they? Let me just wait here for them to arrive. Here they come. See, there's a lot of very arcadey elements to this game, like sort of learnable enemy patterns and level memorization and all that sort of thing. In a lot of ways, I guess you can almost sort of look at it as almost an evolution of the run and gun in many ways. I didn't actually need to come in here, did I? Never mind. Shooting things is fun. Right, who else wants some? You do. And so do you. You dead? Good. The grenade launcher, although I don't really want to use it right now. Stick with a shotgun for now. Ow! Challenging game. No checkpoints. And the reason there are no checkpoints is these levels are designed to be speedrun, basically. So most of these levels you can complete in a couple of minutes, if you know what you're doing. I think you all know where I stand on that. Give me the Uzis. Right, there is some health in here, so it is worth coming in here for that. There we go. And we wait for the dudes to come in. And we destroy them. It probably is still worth destroying that turret, just in case it can see us from somewhere else. But you do have to... Okay, got away without too much damage there. Next, please. Die. Thank you. Alright, go get the stuff. Try not to die this time, James. Alright, tell you what I might do is just ping a grenade in there. I got one of them and drove the other one out, so I call that a net win. Alright, gotta be a bit careful from now on. Because as I say, no checkpoints, no quick saves, nothing like that. This is pure arcade action. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. I believe you can turn off the weapon auto switch. I think I might do that if it's possible. Preferences, weapon change, never. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. Someone in there? Yes. And there. Lovely. Right, this is going a little bit better than it does normally, so fingers crossed and all that. Could use some health though. That would be nice. Anyone up here? Hello. Okay, nothing much going on here. Ow. But yeah, despite the fact the engine in this is quite limited compared to later stuff, and even compared to stuff like Quake and Half-Life, the level designs in this game are still really interesting and enjoyable to explore. They all tend to have lots of secrets and stuff in them. Made me jump. Just this barrel coming out of nowhere. Okay, I got very little health. This seems like a suboptimal position to be in. Right, well that there is overlooking the entrance, so if we can... No! That would have been a good place to escape. Anyway, another go. Give me my pistol, because it's better than the sniper rifle. One thing I have always liked about GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and the TimeSplitters games is how quickly and responsively you can fire your weapons. So things like this pistol, you can really fire as quickly as you can pull the trigger. And that's really satisfying. It gives sort of a feeling quite similar to light gun shooters, where you're sort of pulling the trigger as quickly as you can and reloading super fast. And it's just part of this game's inherent arcade style fun. Come on, I know you're coming. Ow. Should have maybe saved the health pickup until after the bad boys had come in. You dead? Good. The other nice thing about this is that it's not... I mean, you can play stealthily, but this is not a stealth-based game. This is not a game where you need to sneak around. If you want to just toss a grenade into this room here to take out the enemies within, then... well, you are perfectly free to do that as you see fit. Alright, give me those Uzis. Right, and then there was a dude on the stairs, wasn't there? Dude under the stairs, in fact. There he is. Guy jumping down from above, clearly. Someone else shooting at me. Where is that coming from? Hello. I think you're above me, aren't you? Yes, there you are. Right, that takes care of that. Then there were a couple of dudes in here. Nicely done. Alright, health and arm is in a good state this time. You see, this is another nice way that this game sort of resembles arcade games in that you can feel a sort of gradual process of improvement and learning the game as you repeatedly play through the levels. It's very much a game of mastery. And while I wouldn't necessarily say that console first-person shooter mechanics are as easy to learn as some other types of arcade game, if you're already familiar with the conventions of the genre, adjusting to the way TimeSplitters does things, it isn't a huge ask. Right. When I came out here, loads of dudes showed up. Or a dude showed up anyway. Is he going to do that again? Right, that's where I came from. So I think we want to go through here. You need to die. And the soundtrack. The soundtrack to this game is wonderful as well. Oi! Hello. And I believe available on Bandcamp as well. So yeah, if you just look up TimeSplitters Bandcamp. Hello. Hello? I thought I destroyed you earlier. Apparently not. Probably need something more accurate than an Uzi to fire through there, don't I? Why can't I hit you? Well, probably doesn't matter. Yeah, fuck that. Right. No, God. Oh, it's all over again. I'm gonna beat this mission. I'm going to beat this mission. I can just feel myself improving a little bit every time. I just know I'm going to get there eventually. And it would be lovely to do that along with you, dear viewer. Alright. Alright, let's be sensible about this time. We'll come in here, we'll kill him. Not going to collect the thing yet. Wait for the dudes. Ow. That's why I was going to wait for the dudes before picking the health up. Right, and destroy that thing up there, which I'm sure I did last time, but apparently not. So, let's make a point of doing that this time. I'm pretty sure those boxes there are where we were. Maybe they're not. Maybe that is somewhere else. Oh well, doesn't matter. Onwards! Nice. Could do with a little more health, but this will probably do for now. Dude's going to come out of here. There he is. Shoot him right in the arm. Bounce a grenade in here. Oh. Grab the Uzis. Switch to the Uzis. Kill this dude. Kill this dude. Kill this dude. See? Mastery. Gradual mastery. That's what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Love it when that happens. Stop. I enjoy how there just seems... Ow! There just seems to be a combination of like heavily armoured soldiers and dudes in hoodies here. There is like a narrative context for each level. Yeah, we're reclaiming case of stolen jewels from the chemical plant. That's all the context we have, however. Hello? Sneaky. Again, poke my head out of here. No one coming this time. Good. Right, and there was a guy over here, wasn't there? Come on. I know you're there. And then a gun there, which you might be able to shoot without it seeing us. Don't think you can't crouch in this game, I don't think. There we go, that takes care of that. Forgot about him. There are no more health drops in this level. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Right, that way there's just that turret that kind of ripped us to shreds last time. Along here there was badness, as I recall. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Lurking behind a window. Yeet. Right, that's the case of jewels there. But. Actually. Grab! Run! Kill the TimeSplitters! Run away! Run away! Done it! And that's how you do it. 5 minutes 52.2 seconds. You can definitely do that level quicker than that, but I was being very cautious just to give you an idea of what was going on. Okay, so that is the story mode in TimeSplitters. There's also the challenge mode, which I can't show you right now because you need to have completed the story mode to unlock that. But what that basically is a series of kind of mini games, basically involving things like shooting the heads off zombies and smashing windows with bricks and all sorts of things like that. What I can show you though is the arcade mode. Now the arcade mode is basically the multiplayer mode, but you can play single player against bots as well. And you'll see you can play on any of the levels that you have previously completed. So for example, if we want to play on, let's say let's have a go at, well, let's do a different level to Chemical Plant. Let's try Planet X and let's play Last Stand mode. I forget what this actually means, but let's give it a go. So, go! Again, you can pick a character. This time around, it's from any of the characters that you have unlocked throughout the rest of the game. I believe there are some very minor differences between them, but generally not enough to sort of make one obviously better than the others and so on. Like R108 here, I think, is slightly slower and maybe slightly able to take a bit more punishment, but I mostly like him because he goes, ow, when someone shoots him. Right, so let's see what this last stand mode is all about. When it loads. Oh, okay, right. So this is basically like a horde mode, I guess. Now, incoming enemies, and you have to defend those crystals from the incoming enemies. And it's just a case of surviving for as long as possible while scoring as many points as you can. Anyone coming? Step down from there for that. Pick up one of them. Dude standing up on the cliff? I think it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's why no one else is coming. So yeah, people tend to think that Gears of War invented Horde mode, but right, you can see it was very much present and correct here in TimeSplitters in the early 2000s. With the added bonus of not having to interact with anyone on Xbox Live. Oh dear, base 2's down. Well, not quite completely down. Oh god, they're everywhere. They're everywhere! Oh, dude's hiding in places. Oh, hello. Where's the one over here? There he is. This is fun, and you know what? I don't think I've ever played this mode before. That's why I said at the start I wasn't sure what it was, because I don't remember ever having played this mode in here before. But it's cool to see it here, because it's just another example of all the really interesting multiplayer stuff that this game has. I mean, it has the usual sort of capture the flag and deathmatch and all the sorts of things you'd expect to see in a multiplayer first-person shooter. But they have sort of school-based multiplayer co-op modes like this. That's really cool. I'm going to die. And all my bases are going to die as well, I think. Can I respawn? Yes, I can. Oh, it's all over. 13,474. Not bad. Alright, let's take a quick look at another arcade mode just for an example of what you can get up to in this game. This is what I mean by this game having aged really well in terms of structure. Sometimes you just want to play a quick blast and you don't need hours of cutscenes, and you don't need to spend hours matchmaking with people, that sort of thing. Let's just do a deathmatch in the mansion. Let's say score limit 20 points. Score method is just kills, not kills minus losses, because otherwise that goes on forever. Let's set a time limit of 10 minutes. No teams, always start with gun, display radar, one-shot kill. So yes, you can play sort of golden gun style. Weapon set. Let's have heat, sounds like fun. And then the bot set. Let's have period horror. You can set up your own custom set of bots as well. So if there's a particular set of characters you enjoy fighting against, you can pick them.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right, so this is a straight deathmatch, first to 20 points. Classic style. And a long load break. But we'll forgive it. First gen PS2 game running off a CD, remember. Alright, off we go. First kill to Pete. Die. Ouch. When you customize the bot sets, each bot sort of has its own distinct personality in terms of how it plays. And I believe you can also tweak the difficulty as well. Down to second. Not good. Where are you all? Ow. Oh god, so many Captain Ashes. Ow. Yeah, and this is sort of back in the days where levels from the single player game were designed to be as much fun in multiplayer as they are in single player. Ow! That's an unfortunate place to die. Come here, Captain At. No! Health. Thank you. And this is why this game needs to come back, because it's so much fun. That said, again, I do worry that if someone tried to bring this game back today, it would end up being a DLC fest with endless updates and that sort of thing. Whereas the nice thing about this PlayStation 2 version that I'm playing here is this is perfectly preserved in its exact form. There's no changes or patches to it. It just is what it is. And what it is a ton of fun, whether you're playing by yourself or whether you're playing with your friends. When we all graduated from the N64, partway through our university career, there were many, many evenings spent playing this game. To follow on from our many, many evenings spent playing Perfect Dark in multiplayer. Ow. Stop shooting me. Down to 5th. This is no good, is it? Double Uzi. Why, yes, I think I will. Oh no, Lady Jane's gonna win. There we go. 3rd place. I'll take it. I'll take it. Anyway, yes, that is TimeSplitters, the original one for PlayStation 2. Still one of my favourite games. I do think I like the subsequent 2 TimeSplitters games slightly better than this, but I do still love this game as well. It's a lot of fun. And if you can't be asked with sort of the story side of things, not that TimeSplitters 2 is particularly strong on story, but Future Perfect is. Yeah, this is lovely to go back to from a modern perspective and just remind yourself of when it was okay to release a game with a physical release, a big release. This was a launch title for the PS2, and for it to not be filled with star-studded talent and endless cutscenes and people saying stupid things on Twitter. Yeah, this is just a reminder of one of my favourite ages in gaming. One of my favourite ages in gaming, really. The PS2 era has always been sort of one of my most fondly regarded parts of gaming history, and games like this are a big part of the reason why. Anyway, let's leave that there for now. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.